BBC Hooniverse.
You're watching the TGM production.
Hello, and welcome to 2026. I don't know what I was going to say, Advent calendar. It is the 1st of January at 6:23 a.m. This is the first time it's ever been 6:23 a.m. in 2026. Hooray. Now, we're going to be talking about in this short film, all about my plans, mine and TGM Productions plans for 2026. In 2025, me and TGM learned a lot. Mainly, what do we name a production company YouTube channel? Well, you just name it TGM. You don't need to mention it's a production company in its title. I've created my own production company website by my website, tommason.uk, and on the first page, on the homepage, there's a box that says TGM Productions. Press it, and it takes you to the production company website. It's not a separate website. It will, if you want to find it directly, it'll be tommason.uk/TGM Productions. One word, I think. I think that's the title of the page. But I created that as its own website. But then I've also added some of the stuff from that website onto my own website. I'm currently updating my website, so for 2026, not only will you get more films from me across all 32 of my YouTube channels and my 20 podcasts, you'll also get updated version of my website, because there's podcast pages currently being fixed. The reviews and discussion pages have been added to, and there'll be more pages added as time goes on. So, what you see there is what's out there. Now, one of the things that we'll be having on this channel is we'll be looking at ways of improving the quality, the stuff that's been produced. Who and Ori will return, Who School will return, Dr. Watt will return, Doctor Who Earthbound will return, Dr. Wen and the Phantom of Doom will return. So all the stuff I produced will return. There'll be more discussion videos, hopefully more reviews of both audio and visual medium. There'll be plenty, my usual what I get for my birthday videos, films. There'll be all sorts still going on. It'll be plenty over here on the Tom Mason YouTube channel. The Weird Side will steadily improve and go more into TV and talk more about TV and review more TV shows. Now they're no longer do interviews on the third channel, The Weird Side, because I've now got Tom Mason, the Tom Mason the interviews, which is all for the interviews, where all my interviews go, apart from ones that link to the Blue Box Files, Joking Apart, One Community 8 Questions, the other interview series that isn't Tom Mason does an interview with. The only time a Blue Box Files interview made it onto that channel when I've re-edited the classic interviews was the Adam Martin interview I did, my first ever one. I updated the visuals and re-edited it to my standard. I will also be including the Philip Hawkins interview I did here, but I did another one on my third channel, so the Philip Hawkins one from the Blue Box Files at that time was called Doctor Discussions, and the interview from the third channel will be merged together to make one mega interview. So that'll be interesting to see how I go about editing that together. So the plan for Tom Mason, the interviews, is I do new interviews and re-upload my classic interviews, but re-edited. So far I've done a few of them, and I don't promote the classic interviews because they don't need promoting. On that channel I only promote the new interviews. So you will see the new interviews include on that channel currently, which is Laura Gilbert, Katie Wilkins, and Emily Brown, and Marcus Harris. Are they currently new interviews on that channel? Classic interviews will be old ones from the third channel, but they won't be deleted from the third channel because the third channel, the Weird Side, is the original version of the interviews as they were uploaded when they were done. The ones on Tom Mason, the interviews, have been re-edited, re-stylized visually. So visually, on Tom Mason interviews, the interviews will look different. And there'll be bits cut out of them where I see fit. Bits where I think, that doesn't work, I don't like that word, I'm not too fan of that word anymore. I wouldn't have done that now, that could be shortened. We'll all be there, like the tight intros and whatnot. So I'm improving and experimenting with the interviews over there. The Minor Tom Mason will return. Tom Mason Vlogs is currently getting a makeover because when I stopped doing vlogs on that channel and turned to documentaries, a lot of them were more outdoory documentaries, more exploring documentaries, and my own version of Arena Explore. So stuff like that will happen. I renamed my in development series to Light Camera Action, which had a written version. No, I changed it from in development to the development, and because I was creating a Substack, which is my way of doing a newspaper or an online article platform. That was called The Development, then that didn't sound right, so called it Throughout Development, but renamed the visual series to Light Camera Action. That will slowly happen, because I'm trying to master the way to make that work. Plus, there'll be other new documentaries on that channel that won't just be about, there'll be like ones about learning things, which I won't spoil too much about. So there's things happening, but on this channel, apart from all the new stuff we're producing, we're going to be working on the spin-off series for Doctor Who Earthbound, Time Hoppers, but we're going to work on it so that it integrates stuff we did on this channel. There'll be more produced stuff. Albert Flowerpot could pop up more on this channel. Bringo will have a few cameos on this channel, but he's on his own YouTube channel now. Bingo Bob and all the others. Things will happen that isn't just discussions and reviews. There'll be more Big Finish reviews. There'll be all sorts. And I'll make prediction videos every so often about what I think might happen in the Christmas special. Who News will return. There'll be so much happening on this channel and across all 32 of my channels that I'm excited to see how it all plays out. The next thing you'll see within the world of Tom Mason, produced by TGM, will be a video film thing over on the third channel, The Weird Side, about 75 years of the Archers, which is today, the 1st of January, is the 75th anniversary of the Archers. So, for the love of soaps, we'll have an Archers, and if there's enough time, because I'm against the clock really, there may or may not be a brand new episode of Chatterbox, my podcast talking about the future of Chatterbox, and all my thoughts that are going through my head about that current situation with the podcast. Not a situation, it's just I saw something else last night that inspired me, but I didn't really have to change the logo again on Chatterbox. So, lots more happening. There's more Doctor Who stuff happening on this channel. My website's been updated constantly, rapidly, so there's so much happening across the stuff that TGM are very busy, not just this year, but in life in general. So, hope you're having a wonderful New Year's Day. Thanks for watching, and here's to 2026.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.